Now let's talk about Newcastle transfer window and the shambles it's been. They've gone for Mbuemo, lost out to Manchester United. They've gone for, Wisa, still unable to get him. They got Elanga, fair play. They went for Eketike, unable to get him, lost him out to Liverpool, and Liverpool now intends to get Isak. So that in dire straits at the minute, their transfer window is absolutely a shambles. And, their fans have a right to be disappointed, but one man can actually save your transfer window, Newcastle United fans. Let's go. I know in the football transfer world, people tend to go to certain places to sign players. They go to the same whirlpool to sign players. They go to the same nationalities to sign players. But Nigerian international Tolu Arokodare can actually save your season, Newcastle United fans. He's 6'5". He scored 23 goals in the Belgian league. He's pretty quick. He's big and powerful. Like I said, 6'5" in the box, in-box awareness, clinical finisher. So he has everything it takes to be the new Newcastle United forward. Now, I know everyone will go for the sexier name right now, which is Benjamin Sesko. Sesko is the guy. Everyone is going in for him. You're hearing conflicting reports. Some say he's excited to join Manchester United. Some say he's open to joining Newcastle United. Some say Manchester United are ready to bid, for him. While others, are saying it's Newcastle United that want to bid. So instead of wasting your time waiting for Sesko, you may or may not get him, or you could get broken. Why not go for Tolu Arokodare? I know the hype is not around him right now. Sesko's got the hype, but let's look at what they've done this season. Sesko scored 14 goals this season. Tolu Arokodare scored 23 goals this season. So when it comes to doing the business, he meets it. Value for money. Sesko probably will cost you north of 80 million for an entire package. And then for Tolu Arokodare, maybe if you're talking about some additional add-ons and all that, the package probably will rise up to maybe 35 million euros at the most. So it gives you value for money. I know what you're waiting for, Newcastle United. I know what you're waiting for. Just like other Premier League clubs, I know what you're waiting for. You're waiting for Tolu Arokodare to go to Dortmund maybe, or go to RB Leipzig after they've sold you, Sesko, or waiting for him to go to Frankfurt and then be worth 90, and then be told he's worth 90 million pounds, and then you go for him. I know that's what you're waiting for. That's what you're waiting for, and that's what a lot of football fans seem to take to mean quality. If a player is worth 80 million pounds, 90 million pounds, then he most certainly is quality. But look at the track record of Benjamin Sesko. Yes, he's played Champions League, but has he really lit up the Champions League? Yes, he's a player that has enormous upside. He does. 6'5", so in terms of height, he's more or less the same height with Tolu Arokodare. So, but he hasn't lit up the Champions League. He's gone to the Bundesliga. He's done decent, but he hasn't lit it up either. So, I don't quite get this in where everyone wants to die on the Sesko hill. And given that the season is just a couple of weeks away from starting, do you want to really be involved in one long-winded transfer saga, Newcastle United fans? And look at what Isak is doing, which I don't think it's right for him to do. It's funny to see Liverpool fans, happy, egging him on to miss training, but we're ready to, burn Trent Alexander-Arnold on his take because he had gentleman agreement with Real Madrid. But Tolu Arokodare is a guy ready, available at a very affordable price in footballing terms, comparatively to Sesko. So he is someone that you can get, and he comes in and he will deliver for you. He's quick. Maybe Sesko might be slightly quicker, but he's as powerful as Sesko. His in the box awareness, top notch, and then as well he puts pressure. The pressure on the ball you want to see, You want a striker to lay the press. Tolu Arokodare has that in spades. He does that naturally. So a lot of people looking for those very expensive strikers. Now, expensive doesn't necessarily mean good. So you remember those Kanye West shirts? Remember them? Yes, you do. I can see your face. Yes, you remember them. You remember those Kanye West shirts? Very expensive, but pretty useless to wear. That's if you intend to cover yourself up. So Tolu Arokodare can absolutely save Newcastle United's transfer window. So I think rather than waste time on Sesko, have your eyes on him as well. Have your eyes on Tolu Arokodare. So I don't know what you think about this, but let me know those opinions in the comment section. So I'll see you on yet another video. Stay well, stay blessed. Bye bye.